Still don't have a girlfriend? Then watch this full video for motivation, because here I have compiled 10 guys who have conquered every girl in the show. Or, every girl in the world. I know this won't happen in the real world, but it is cool to dwell on the possibilities, right? As usual, we plan on bringing more videos in the future, so don't forget to stay tuned by hitting the subscribe button, along with the bell notification icon. Without any more wait, let's see some anime with the 10 luckiest guys in the world. Number 10, Demon King Daimao. Let's admit it, girls like it when you're popular. They like you more when you're going to be a future Demon King. So is the tale of Akurosai, a boy who attends a magical academy only to learn that he will become a Demon King in the future. Suddenly, his normal high school life is turned upside down, as his life is made more complicated by a class head, a girl with mysterious powers, and a beautiful female android. Having a harem is good, but always having girls who fight for you can be annoying at times. Trust me, you might not know about this, but if you want proof, watch Demon King Daimao. A Demon King with a harem is probably the last thing you should be. Number 9, Familiar of Zero. Enough about Demon Kings, let's talk about a guy who started off as a normal person, worked hard to rank himself as a noble, and even managed to have a relationship with the queen of the country himself. I'm talking about Saito Hiraga in Familiar of Zero. He is summoned from our world as a familiar of Louise when she casts out a magic experiment. He starts off weak and only gains the attention of a maid, but soon enough all the girls around him start to like him, much to the anger of his original love interest, Louise. A man starts off as weak, works hard, and eventually gains a harem full of girls. If that isn't a motivational story for you, I don't know what is. Number 8, Campione. Similar to Familiar of Zero, here we have a guy who started off as weak, but earns his power as well as his first kiss in the very first episode itself. Campione is about a god slayer named Godu. After killing off a god, Godu becomes a god slayer who has the power to slay any gods in the vicinity. But here with great power doesn't come with great responsibility. In this harem fantasy anime, with great power comes a great harem. Here we have Erika, who strongly professes her love for him, usually creates awkward and misunderstood situations for him. And instead of her, Godu normally kisses one of the girls he has brought with him each time he fights the god. Number 7, Date Alive. Want a more harem approach to the Fate series? Then Date Alive is the show for you. Here you don't have masters summoning servants, but spirits who need to be kept under control to prevent the destruction of the world. Even though the plot lines may seem weak, the series has some great characters, and has some tension in the story to keep you hooked. In Date Alive, we have Shiro Itsuka, a boy who needs to contact spirits and calm them down to prevent them from wreaking havoc in the world. And as soon as he saves one of them, they come to live with him. You know what they say, the more the merrier. Number 6, Trinity 7. What I like about Trinity 7 is the protagonist of the series. While most harem protagonists just blush and try to avoid girls, Arata takes the initiative. It happens in a dystopian world that is destroyed due to grimoires. Arata is recruited by a magical academy where the powerful Trinity 7 is trained. Trinity 7 is a group of 7 girls excelling in magic and most powerful than other mages. So, it is obvious who Arata's victims are, right? You've got a tsundere mage with a sniper, a ninja, and all sorts of girls. But what's more interesting is how they fall in love with Arata. Instead of just creating relationships, the anime actually dwells on their past and tells why each character slowly falls for the main character. Besides, Arata is a Demon King as well, so, do you need any more proof? Number 5, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. What happens when an awkward antisocial teenager gets turned into a powerful demon lord? It happens when Takuma Sakamoto, who is the so-called clumsy teenager, gets summoned as a demon lord to another world. Two women who summoned him to try to bind him as their slave, but instead, the two of them end up becoming his slave. Soon, both the girls fall in love with him and others join in the harem as well. Even though things are to Takuma's advantage, his social awkwardness kicks in, and it is funny to see how he tries to adapt to each situation. His clumsiness is the comedic factor of the show, and more girls means more pressure for our new demon lord. Number 4. Highschool DXD. Seriously, do I even need to remind you about this one? If you haven't watched this show, then you shouldn't even know what the word harem is all about. For anyone who hadn't, this is about Issei Hyodo, who is attacked by an angel. He is saved by Rias Gramori and recruits him to the Occult Research Club. There, he meets other girls with different personalities and recruits new girls as well. By the end of the 4th season, all the girls in the club are in love with Issei. Highschool DXD is what gave birth to the harem genre and made it popular among the Western audience. Compared to other harem anime, it has a well-crafted story, but you're not going to watch the show for that, are you? Number 3. Arifureta. Once again, we have a guy who adds girls to his collection as he slowly grows stronger. Here we have Hajime Nagumo, who is frequently bullied by his classmates. While others gain powerful magical abilities during transportation, he only gains basic alchemy. He is soon betrayed by his classmates and he is dropped to the bottom of a dungeon. Here he befriends a vampire named Yue and slowly learns how to grow strong. Yue is his first love interest, but others soon join the parade. Similar to Trinity Seven, each girl has a reason to fall in love with our main character, so each relationship is based on a reason. Next time, don't bully the innocent kid in the class, because the next thing you know, he's coming back to school with his own harem. Number 2. To Love Through Darkness. This is a sequel to the original To Love Ru series, so I recommend watching that first, but things kicked to the next level in the Darkness series, so I had to include that. Here we have Rito Yuki, a shy and clumsy high school student who barely has the guts to confess his love to a girl. Things start to change when a girl named Lala Satalan Devaluke appears in his house. Lala is a girl from another planet fleeing from marriage, and seeing Rito, she decides to stay at his house. But things get worse as his sisters and others join in. This is one of the greatest anime when it comes to harem, because every girl in the series falls in love with Rito one way or the other. But just a little word of advice. This is not the best show to watch during your family dinner. Number 1. Misfit Demon King Academy. The main character is a reincarnated Demon King. He is overpowered enough to throw castles. Every girl likes him. What else could you ask for in a harem show? Anos may be the most powerful demon lord to exist in anime, and even has his own fan club which sings praises of him during his battles. Most of the harem is overshadowed by the main two love interests, Misha and Sasha. They are two sisters who are saved by Anos and helps him through his journey. Didn't I mention Anos had his own fan club? Well, you heard that right. Not only does this guy have a harem, but a whole bunch of schoolgirls who created a fan club for him. As the owner of a harem, what more could Anos ask? So there goes 10 of the best anime where the main character has a harem full of girls. Like I said, don't get your hopes up. This is not going to happen in the real world, folks. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and show me some support. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't joined us yet and want to see more awesome content like this. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.